And with the best part of the stream, the countdown timer over with. Thanks for watching, everyone.
Hey, good game. We'll catch you all later.
Yeah.
Thanks for stopping.
All right, so this is Sunday Funday, where we just play short form, one shot, sometimes play test, just fun stuff. Nothing particularly impressive, just fun. Often derogatory to many people. You will be offended. If you're not offended in this episode, we will get to you. Stand in line. We'll offend you sooner or later.
Yeah.
You go to Blue Magic.
If you want to offend your religious friends with this one in particular.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, this one was going to offend all the religions if I can possibly work them all in.
Okay.
Yeah, there we go. So we're picking up with Camp Kingdom Come. This is part 2. We're on day 3, and we just finished the morning meeting and the morning prayer. And we're about to go into the day's activity. But before we do that, let's start off with Brad. What's the name of your camper or your camp? Introduce your surviving campers. And what was the one thing that we know about Brad that someone else
So
put on?
I am playing Camp Counselor Ralph Wayland of Cabin Damascus. The one thing you know about him is he's out of high karate and he's kind of angry about it. We lost Payton last session to reading the Book of Revelation. He just burst into flame. And when I had to phone his father, who has had an unlucky string of dead kids, he tried to shame me, and I shamed him back, asking him what kind of pagan child was he raising if they burst into flames reading the Bible. So, fuck that guy.
I mean, he's a lawyer,
Yeah.
so
That's fair. That's
checks
fair.
out.
I'll do it.
So there we go.
All right. You have all the rest of your campers left, though, right?
Oh yeah, I'm sorry. At this point, I have Mary, Tammy, who is in a loving relationship with camper Peggy. And then we have Thad. And the last on my list is O'Caden. And I'm not saying okay then. It's the name of the child is O'Caden. So,
Yeah.
O'Caden, my Caden. Yep.
Somehow, with that name, I think he's probably another sibling.
Yeah. And probably next to go in my camp.
They just ran out of names, and they just said, "Okay, then."
Yep.
When he came, and just put that down on the paper.
The sound of parents giving up. O'Caden.
Yes. Chuck,
That's me.
who you playing? What's your camp?
I am playing Richard Richardson. My camp group is the Eagle Nest. I have 4 campers because sadly 2 of them were mauled to death by a bear.
No, you lost one to a psychopath wearing the face of a child stapled to his head. Although
clearly,
it was
a bear.
Oh, that's right. We
Wink.
had
It
an
was a
unofficial NDA, and
Yeah, it was a bear. And the other one also mauled by a bear. But I still have Christine, Angie, Wilma, and Raiden C. Yeah.
That works. That works. Jake.
I am playing Roy Hubbard, no relation to any other famous Hubbards, leader of the Red Sea Gambit, and mercifully, all of my children are alive because I'm a manipulative bastard and have been keeping them safe inside while I canoodle off to other nearby camps for alcohol and possible venereal disease.
What a combo.
Well, that's what you do in your teenage years. You just
summer camp.
Oh, yeah.
So who are your campers?
I've got Anthony, Connor, Joseph, Rodrigo, Grant, and Drake.
Okay. John.
Yes, I'm playing Toby Jones. Our cabin is the den because we've got Raiden, O'Caden, Hayden, Payton, Jaden. We also had a Darcy, but she also burst into flames after reading the Book of Revelations. She just didn't belong.
Book.
That's she was a weirdo anyway. It's fine.
All right.
And I like to sniff smelly socks, and I've pranked some of the other counselors, one in particular, and he's not aware of who did it yet. And yeah, and also I know his little secret of that he likes to take pictures of dogs in inappropriate outfits.
Hmm. I think Toby's downplaying his addiction. It's not smelling dirty socks. You huff. You huff dirty socks.
I do.
That's true. We did miss though. Roy, what was the thing about Roy?
Oh, I'm just manipulative.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
Manipulative. Yeah.
Yeah.
It was
Okay.
it was
I
Richard.
told a scary story
Richard.
about kids who didn't pay attention to the Bible. Then I made my kids pay attention to the Bible while I snuck away.
Perfect setup. Perfect
Oh, yeah.
setup. Okay, so it's 1 p.m. in the afternoon on the third day. Thing that have already transpired. The reason you're all here in the first place is the original counselors all came down with a bad case of boils on day one. And nothing to do with the new camp outfits that everyone had to wear, which we found out are not flame retardant.
They're not.
Day
Extra flammable.
2, the ocean and river started to turn to blood. The waters in containers are just fine, but the oceans and the rivers are now blood. As we start off for the adventuring activity of the afternoon, it's 1 p.m. Let's start at the bottom with Toby. Toby,
Yeah.
what adventuring activity would you like to take your kids out today? And this is where you're all supposed to go out and have experience nature. It can't be anything inside the building.
We're gonna go on a hike.
We're going to go on a hike.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's see here. Give me a second. Got to get through PDF. Okay. Afternoon adventure activities. Not the woods. The woods are bad. The hike. Okay. Roll me a single D6. This is not an over or under roll. Just roll me a D6.
A 4.
A 4. You have an enjoyable day hiking. Nothing bad happens.
Hooray!
Your kids just
What?
complain the entire time because they don't have reception. Their game controllers are out of juice because there's no place to plug anything in. Several of your campers are enacting the finish them maneuvers from their favorite Mortal Kombat games.
Yeah.
But no one dies during any of this. It's completely unexciting, Toby.
Sounds good.
Roy.
Sucks. What?
So we're going on to Roy. Roy, what are you doing for your afternoon activity?
Go hang out at the lake.
Gonna hang out at the lake. There have been some odd things happening at the lake lately, but it's still a perfectly great place to turn your campers into dog food if needed. I will remind you that the lake is now blood red. Smells a lot like blood, actually.
Wow.
Roll me a D6.
Must be all those pennies people throw into the bottom of the lake.
It's that other camp on the far side.
2.
A 2. Okay. Roll me a D6 again. Single D6, and then pick a camper.
5. Grant.
Okay. Let's have Grant do a roll under test.
What do I roll for that again? It's been a while.
Okay, so you're gonna roll a D6, and that number needs to be at or less than your card or your kid's value. So with a roll under test, this is a social or a moral fiber test versus a physical test.
Okay, so that's
Isn't it
3?
2d6?
Oh, I'm sorry. Yep, you're right. 2D6.
2d6.
Yep.
8. His
Is-
value is 8.
Okay, you're fine. You're fine. There was a moment when your camper was going to be very embarrassed, but he manages to hide it, or no one looking directly at him when it happens. What was this, though? What was this little bit of thing that he wouldn't really want anyone to see?
Nobody wanted to see him, or he would not have wanted to be seen peeing his pants. Mercifully, he was in the blood red lake at the time, so that was the least noticeable thing about him.
Right.
What's the color wheel when the red and the yellow mix together?
That's orange.
orange.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
it just gets a little orange.
No one notices orange in a lake full of blood. Why you're
No,
having
no.
your camper swim in a lake full of blood, it's fine. It's good for the skin.
Yeah.
It really
Yeah,
is.
it's nature.
It is.
You're in nature.
I heard of this lady named Mary. It did wonders for her.
Richard Richardson, what are you
That's
having
me.
your kids do?
You know what? I really think I need to keep them somewhere safe. So they're going to be studying the Bible.
Okay. So you have to do it in nature. You can't keep them static. So what you can do is give them a thing to study, which they have to go out and find something for in the camp or in the environs around. Just they can't stay in the cabins. They just got to go. So this is another option called searching a mystery. So coming up with a biblical fact, you have your kids go and find what?
They need to find some crackers. No, that would go inside.
No, they can find crackers because, unfortunately, a lot of your larders were raided by bears. Probably, we have a bear problem, and it's kind of scattered around the woods and nearby, not going into the woods, just kind of in the camp in general. So you're gonna, your campers are going to nobly try and track down some of the goods that have gone missing by a bear.
Yes.
Certainly by a bear. Chuck, roll me a d6.
You got it. That's a 2.
A 2. Okay. Take your lowest value kiddo there.
That's going to be Braden.
Okay. And he has to do a roll under test.
Okay. Let's see.
And if you've got any gear that would help you enough in a roll under test, keep that in mind.
So, and this is for the roll under. Okay, yeah. 2d6 at or under. His value is a 3. Oh, no, I'm sorry. Braden is dead. I missed that part.
He is the lowest value camper you have.
He is.
He is dead.
So this will change things to Wilma.
Okay.
Yeah. I missed that part. Because, Wilma, she's got a 6. And she only has a bonus to roll over, not under.
Okay.
So I roll under.
You roll under.
I got a 3.
You have solved the mystery. It's not a bear. It is actually a bunch of unemployed, very well dressed. I mean, like they're wearing like North Face clothing. Guys with long hair, and it's all tied back in buns on the top of their heads. These are all a bunch of unemployed baristas that just couldn't find work in the city, and they thought living off the land was an easy thing to do.
It's not.
Until they tried to do it, and they've been stealing your goods to survive.
Quarantine was hard on everybody. I mean,
it was.
And so who was the kid
It
that found
sounded-
them?
This was Wilma.
Oh, Wilma gives them a verbal tongue lashing, and their fragile little psyches can't take it, so they flee crying into the woods
with their buns unraveling
with
behind
their
them.
buns unraveling.
We should have probably captured them because if we start running low on food.
Your campers catcher the bunch of baristas. You tie them. You tie them into one of the available tents with no air conditioning, and you make sure they have no coffee nearby because they do strange things with coffee.
Perfect.
We're not sure baristas actually are considered to be human beings, so this is probably not breaking any law at all.
Yeah.
everywhere I go, they know my name. It's magic, I'm telling you.
So very good. You found a group of baristas, ex-baristas, unemployed baristas.
Yeah.
Stealing your food.
Yeah.
Well, that is going to leave us with Brad. Brad, what is your group of kids doing today?
Well, the lake is right out, and the bear problem in the woods is ridiculous. So I think we are going to take a hike.
Okay. Going on a hike.
Yes.
Roll a d6, not an over or under, just a d6.
Yes, sir. 2.
A 2. Okay. Pick one of your campers and roll a d6. This is not an over or under. Just pick a camper and roll a d6.
Gonna go with Thad.
Got a Thad that plays on my other games. He'll appreciate this ending. And what is your d6?
It is a 5.
A 5. Okay. Make a roll under test for Thad. As he goes, you've been hiking. It's a longer trek than you really thought of, and everyone else has got to stop and get some water from their canteens, which is the only available water around because everything else is turned to blood. Roll under for Thad.
My notes are slightly incomplete. I have a slingshot as a bonus to roll under. Is that
Use that?
okay? I would like to use that for Thad, please. And 2d6, correct?
Mm-hmm. Well, in this case, 3d6, and you keep the 2 lowest.
Sorry. So 2 lowest are 2 3s, so 6.
Okay, that's equal to, right?
Equal to or under.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
So he passes. Okay,
Yes.
all is well. All is well. For a moment there, he thinks there's something funny about his water. And then thinking about all the mischief he can get up to with his slingshot, he doesn't really think more of it and drinks his water, and he's just fine. Just fine.
The water trolley wasn't talking to him.
For now. Okay.
Yeah. So no one died during the afternoon activity, which brings us to dinner. And this is where all you camp counselors get to kind of sit around. The mood is a little subdued as your facility does have several 50-gallon tanks of water, but all the other water in the environment is like blood. It doesn't seem to coagulate either. It's just really weird. It just stays as liquid blood. Smells vaguely coppery. And Toby, all of your campers are just covered in blood, I think. You went swimming, right?
No, that'd be mine.
No,
Oh, I'm sorry. That's Jake's. Okay, yeah, okay.
Blood and
Roy's. So your kids are needing a shower to rinse all the blood off, but you've only got a few 50-gallon caches of water around.
This is a good time for them to learn self-reliance.
Dirt works. Yeah, it's an exfoliant. They take dirt showers.
Roll around in the ground and the leaves.
Just stay close to camp because I hear there's bears out there.
Yeah.
And you smell like blood.
Yeah. So you're all coming back with your food. Your food stores are looking good, actually, since Richard's group found who was stealing, and they got back all the larders. And now you've got, well, I mean, if you got really hungry, I mean, you can cook up a couple of ex baristas.
Yeah.
I have an idea.
What do you got?
Maybe we need to sneak over to that other camp that's over there and see if they've got any booze. Because I bet we could drink the booze.
I like the way you think, yeah.
You're wondering if the sex addiction camp has booze.
Yes.
Yeah, of course it does. I mean, you got to sublimate with something.
Right.
You guys take a trip over.
Yeah.
You find that they're not doing so hot either. They've had a few folks go missing. They figured that they just went out in the woods and took care of business because just couldn't take it, and all this self-help literature just doesn't make them less randy. Yeah.
Sure.
You score several handles of alcohol, however, trading sex because it's the only currency that floats here.
Well, I do what I must for the children.
Sacrifices have to be made.
Sacrifices have to be made.
It's top shelf stuff. I mean,
Oh, that's great.
For a minute or two of your time, it's fine.
Yeah.
Yeah. So they give. So you join them for their dinner too. So like they're missing about half their camp. Much like yours, they've got counselors. They've got not kids. These are more like 20s folks. So folks that have problems, a lot of problems. Half of those problems are cured because there's no Wi-Fi for the pornography. So they've gone old school, and there're just lots of mags everywhere. They're just stacks of magazines. I mean, you're not actually sitting on chairs. sitting on stacks of old Penthouse magazines.
It had to go
That's why
somewhere.
it's so crunchy when we sit down.
That's right.
Had to go somewhere.
Hmm. But yeah. So things are not going so well over here either. Lots of bears. There's a bear problem.
There, yeah.
Samesies.
I mean, day 2 they tried to have sex with them, but that didn't fix the problem.
You
That's
just gotta
amazing.
The bears
pretend
were
like
angry for
it's
some other
They,
reason.
they get hungry after sex. They find out.
Hmm.
Yeah. So-
That is important information to know.
like a mantis.
ew. Yeah.
Mhm. So you guys skip the campfire activity because you're over here, and that's fine because no one's really in particular wanting to tell ghost stories because things have gotten creepy, and so they just turn in. No one has to call anyone tonight. No one died today.
Huzzah!
It's amazing.
We could call the police about those baristas, but
No.
Are you sure they
You
have
wanted
human
to
rights? I
Prank
don't
call
think
the
they do.
lawyer guy.
not in our camp. They don't.
Oh, just to keep things up. Yeah.
Yeah.
Your wife says there's another kid coming.
No.
Replacements.
Replacements. We've been busy.
All right. So everyone survives day 3. Day 4 starts miserable. You roll out of the camp too early because the humidity is high once the sun comes up. It is a scorching day. Temperatures, I'll say 103 degrees out there. Overnight, everything was gone from green to brown. The blood in the lakes, strong smell of copper. Have all of your campers make a roll under test. If they fail, they take an injury. Some of you have first aid gear that can help with this roll, I believe. Oh, and also we missed this a lot last time. Look at your camper's suit to see, because their suit influences some of the rolls too.
Yeah. What do the suits do?
It's up in the top left, suit
Oh.
bonus.
Mhm. So if they're a heart camper, if they perish, roll a d6.
Oh, that's right. Okay.
Diamonds have a bonus to roll under and a penalty to roll over. Spades is if they get a revelation, they draw 2 and choose 1. Clubs is roll 2d6 on a 7. The camper survives if they get offed.
Is this a roll under? You said.
Roll under test. It is for an injury. No one dies. They just are injured.
Hmm.
Oh no.
All right.
Unless they only have a value of 2, in which case it does kill them.
Oh, well,
So
What if
Christine-
they tie?
Oh,
Tie is fine. It's at or under.
Okay.
so
Right.
Angie and Wilma both failed.
They
Hayden
both failed. So their values drop by 1. If
Okay.
they are at a 2, they're dead.
Good to know.
Or did anyone die of dehydration this morning?
alive.
Almost.
Oh, well, and Peggy's just dead.
Oh, you had one at a 2 already?
Yeah.
Okay. Peggy dies of heat exhaustion.
Or Peggy.
Peggy. burst
Pious
into flame.
Peggy, the
lesbian?
the newly minted lesbian, has perished.
Couldn't take the heat.
I had such high hopes for Peggy.
Oh, it looks
Lose a
like
kid.
Connor and Rodrigo failed their rolls.
All right. The value gets reduced by 1.
Well, in Connor's case, he is dead.
Oh, no. Connor perishes of dehydration as well.
Let's see, and that was a spade. Nothing happens. Okay.
Okay. So you have a choice this morning when you see how bad the temperatures are and see how your remaining kiddos are doing. You may take one of your kiddos and assign him to the cooling center, which used to be the hole, but it is the one building that has air conditioning. If you wish to preserve one of your campers by sending them to the cooling center, you may do so.
I will.
Mm-hmm.
Trying to figure out which one. You know what? Raiden is going to the cooling center.
Anyone else wish to preserve one of their campers by sending them to the cooling center?
I will save Rodrigo because he's a little hardier than Connor, and I can probably afford to lose Connor.
I'm going to have O'Caden go to the box.
Okay.
None of mine. Toby doesn't care.
No. Toby's like, tough it out, kids.
Tough it out. Toby may also be, having some of the alcohol.
You gotta do what you gotta do.
Toby might still be drunk from the night before, and he's got an itch that just started. Doesn't seem to want to go away. Okay,
Just dump some Everclear on it. It'll be fine.
Yeah. It's nature's antibiotic.
They will be fed through little slots in the air-conditioned tent, and they will be in there as nominally it's a punishment tent, but these are just your kiddos that are just having too much problems with the heat today, so they're going to be in there and with their Bibles and some highlighter pens and told to mark up passages. So today you just have a note from Mr. Vanderzalm, and apparently it was penned last night because he says, "Good job." Doesn't see the body count from the morning.
Yeah.
So you have breakfast.
How many did we lose this morning? 3?
2.
I didn't lose any.
At least
I
2.
lost one of mine.
Yeah, so 2. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, 2 lost this morning.
Could be worse.
Yeah. Quick breakfast. Was going to be a cold breakfast, but considering the heat of the day, nothing you eat is cold today. It's a hot breakfast, whether you want it or not.
Yeah.
Things are down. Spirits are down, given the heat, but camp has to go on. So today's Bible, or the first thing in the morning is Bible studies. So Richard, Mr. Richard Richardson, for Bible study today, what do you have your kids do? So the options are to actually study the Bible.
Yeah.
Let me get to it here real quick. Yes, this is we're skipping self-improvement because Mr. Vanderzalm isn't there. Morning meeting. Here, morning meetup activity. That's what it is. So Bible study, where you can actually do Bible study or just hang out. You can ditch leaving your kids to do Bible study or hanging out.
Yeah.
You can go and break and enter one of the hunts and try to score some gear. You can prank another cabin, or you can encourage critical thinking.
I'm going to encourage critical thinking.
Okay.
I think that's the right answer. So we're going to spend this time scouring the good book, looking for contradictions. And then I am going to very aggressively make them explain how these contradictions don't make sense.
Okay. Choose one of your campers. How many do you have left? Remember, one's in the cooler.
With the one in the cooler, not counting that one, I've got 3 that are still alive: Christine, Angie, and Wilma. And I'll tell you what, we're gonna make Wilma do this.
Okay, let's have Wilma do a roll over test.
Good, because Wilma gets a bonus to roll over. And with that bonus, they roll 3d6 and choose the 2 best. So right now, Wilma's current is a 5.
Mm-hmm.
If I drop that 1, I have a 6.
Okay. So you pass.
Mm-hmm.
So this is something else that we were doing slightly long last time. You would draw a revelation at this point. However, you can also skip drawing a revelation, and instead you may, let me find it here real quick, marked it, and then I promptly forgot it. Isn't that how it works?
Yeah.
All right, where did I mark it? Here it is. Is that it? Oh, you can change your suit instead of taking a revelation.
This is Wilma. She is a heart right now. You know what? Sure. I'll change Wilma to a diamond.
Okay. As she finds some scripture of relevance. Unfortunately, Mr. Zandervalm picks this particular moment to drive up in a particularly beat up Yugo that's dragging its spare tire behind it. And he starts yelling that's apostasy. And she is she's taken out of the camp to go in and think about how she has defamed Christ, and she has to go to the cooler. She's fine. She just has to go to the cooler.
Okay. Yeah, I'm okay
Oh
with
no!
This is a punishment.
In any other
Go to where
situation.
it's nice, chilly, 68 degrees.
Yes. Oh no! Oh no!
Oh, no, don't put me in the cool, relaxing room.
Toby, what do your kids do for Bible
We're gonna
study?
do a little breaking and entering.
Gonna do a little B&E. Okay.
Yeah.
Pick a couple of your kids to go with you.
I will take Hayden and Jaden.
Okay. All right. Let me get to it. Oh, come on. Gotta bookmark this thing. There it is. Okay. Actually, just pick one of your campers. Sorry. You got to take one for you to pick the lock for you because you don't want to leave behind evidence that you've done it.
Sure. I'll take Hayden. He's suffering from a little bit of heat stroke, so he's a little out of it. So he makes a good accomplice.
Okay. Go ahead and make me a roll under test.
A roll under. Okay. Oh no, that's a 9. That is a fail.
Mr. Zandervalm is apparently in a mood today, talking about how everybody is defaming the good Lord today. Catches your kid in the act, assumes that you are behind the kid, to stop the activity.
Definitely.
Your kid is also exiled to the hole for the rest of the day, and you are strongly reprimanded for how badly your children are acting.
Yes.
Okay. But that's all. You saved a kid. Hey.
Good job.
How unusual.
Roy, what are your kids doing today?
Well, considering it's hot, super hot, we're running out of water.
Mm-hmm.
We'll soon be down to baristas to eat.
Mm-hmm.
I have to assume God hates me in particular. So in order to curry favor with God, I'm going to instruct my kids to study the Bible.
Okay. Choose one of your campers and just do a rollover test.
Oh boy. I will go with I'll go with Grant.
Okay.
Eight tied with 8.
Tied. Okay. So you have a choice. Grant can be given a revelation, or you can change his suit.
I will take the revelation.
Take the revelation. I'm going to deal you one here. Deal one card. All right. That should have dealt you a card. Looks like you had one there prior.
Yeah. Would it be under equipment deck or normal deck?
No, it should say Revelation deck.
Revelation. Yeah, Revelation deck. Okay. King of Clubs.
King of Clubs. Okay. Okay, so what you find out from extensive reading of the Bible is that Jesus walked a lot. Like, he walked everywhere. I mean, we're talking a lot of walking here. You get a bonus to a roll under test when you're on a hike.
Okay.
Because Jesus walked a lot.
True facts.
Yeah. And let's see, did everyone have a morning? No, Brad hasn't had his morning.
I have not had a morning yet.
All right. Brad, what do you do this morning?
We are gonna get all the Jesus we can possibly handle today. Bible study it is.
Okay. Regular study, or are you encouraging critical thinking?
Oh no, regular study.
Okay. Choose one of your campers. Do a rollover test.
All right, it is going to be. Fuck. Uh, uh, it's a roll over.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I'm going to use Tammy, and we're going to use well, she is a diamond, so she gets a penalty to roll over, but I'm going to make it a wash with the kale that we stole before. So I'm going
She
to.
eating the kale and having sad thoughts about Peggy.
Yes.
Yes, absolutely. She'd be binge eating, but kale is the
Binge-eating
best we
kale,
can do
yeah.
right now.
Wilted kale.
Wilted kale.
Wilted kale.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's either this or the baristas. What is?
She can't muster up the energy to eat a
I hear they're
barista.
mostly made out of tofu. So
Yeah.
is that over?
No, sir. It is not.
Okay, nothing bad happens. Just nobody gets any particular insights out of the Bible study today. So actually studying the Bible there's nothing bad that can happen. You can get a revelation if you roll high, but otherwise, or you roll well, but otherwise nothing. Okay, this brings us to lunch. If you guys have anything to discuss, you're welcome to. Mr. Zanderval is he's been wearing a lot of blacks lately, and even the 103-degree temperatures here, he's not sweating in the least bit, and he's drinking coffee as he walks around checking on everyone.
This guy ain't right.
Who brews coffee with blood?
Really?
Does he have cloven hooves?
It's hard to tell, honestly, because his robes kind of cover his feet and drag on the ground.
But we don't hear like a clip clopping, do we?
No.
Okay, at least not yet. Fair enough.
He's got those Nike horseshoes.
Yeah. Shock absorbing.
That's it.
Makes sense. Makes
Okay.
sense.
Lunch goes by very quickly as everything is too warm to eat, and it's a miserable experience. Most people just eat bread, not toast, bread, just bread.
Just bread.
Just
bread and alcohol.
So for the afternoon adventure activity, and it seems like Toby is hitting more of that alcohol they got yesterday. So Toby,
Yeah.
what is your folks doing?
We're going
for
to the
adventure?
woods. Where there's shade.
Going into the woods.
That's a choice.
And
It
I've got a
is.
lipstick. So one of you might need this. There's a bear. Seduce it.
Yeah.
Bold move, Cotton.
Let's see. So going for the woods. Okay. Go ahead and roll me a d6.
Alrighty. I got one.
Got a 1. Okay, pick one of your campers and roll me a d6.
We'll take. Well, okay then. And roll a d6 again. You said
Mm-hmm.
that's a 6.
Okaden comes across, of all things, a driver's license just laying out middle of the forest trail. Is to a Steve Stevenson Smith. There's a bloody footprint on the back of it, or thumbprint on the back of it.
Cool.
Yes, it's a bit of evidence to something, if something ever comes up. But otherwise, it's fine. No one's mauled by bears. Toby gets drunk.
Hell yeah.
Roy,
I offer some to my campers though too. I'm not.
it's walking fuel.
Yeah.
Walking fuel. Dehydrate faster, kids. Have some of this.
Yeah. Roy, what are your campers doing today?
Well, in light of Grant's recent revelation, we're going to go on a hike.
You are going on a hike. Okay. Roll me a d6.
Yeah, ready? 5.
Okay. You hike. It's hot.
The end.
That's all. Yeah. Nothing bad.
Well,
Nothing bad.
good job, Grant. We're all hot.
Yeah. Richard,
That's me.
what are your kids doing today?
So going to the lake,
Mm-hmm.
do they have the option to not swim, but
Yes, of course.
instead to fish?
You can fish in the blood-filled lake. Of course you can.
I think that's going to be the most fun.
Mm-hmm. Roll me a D2 and pick one of your campers. Or,
Okay.
excuse me, D6 and roll one of your campers.
Sure. I'm gonna pick. Oh, because Wilma is also in the box, so it can't be Wilma. All right. So this is gonna be. We're gonna go with Angie.
Okay. And just roll a D6.
2.
Okay. Roll another D6.
6.
A tentacular horror is seen beneath the depths of the lake, and as she casts her line out, one of the tentacles lazily slaps at it, but it's just too hot and it can't be bothered.
Thank goodness.
Small
Oh.
blessings.
Yeah,
I'm rooting for Wilma at this point.
she's doing good.
She's a trooper. She's
Uh,
a trooper.
Has everyone had their afternoon activity?
No,
Brad?
sir.
Brad, what are your kids doing today?
I think we're hiking.
You're hiking. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Pick one of your campers. Roll me a D6.
A 4.
Okay. It's a nice hike. It's a little hot. You don't get very far before everyone starts to overheat, but it's okay. Nothing bad happens. Nothing bad happens at all. Bringing us back to dinner. As the sun starts to go down in the sky, the heat lessens a bit. You're like a nice cool 98 now. Some of your food is starting to go bad in this extreme heat. And by I mean some of your food, your baristas have expired from heat exhaustion.
Oh no.
Yeah, so you guys gather for dinner. This is where you can consult with one another if you wish. But for the evening entertainment tonight, there is, according to your newly updated information from Zendervolm, you have a particular thing you're supposed to do tonight. He is asking that. Get to it. Oh, come on. See, this is third day. It's a talent show tonight. You're doing a talent show. Scheduled entertainment.
Oh boy.
Okay.
All right. So we will start off the headlining here with Richard. Richard, pick one of your campers. Tell me what his talent is, and then try a roll under test.
Are the ones in the cooler still?
They're still in
the
the cooler.
cooler?
They don't
Okay.
get out until morning.
Oh, they are. Okay.
Yeah. All right. So this is going to be either Christine or Angie. We're going to go with Christine because she does have the ability. She may perish in place of another camper. So she's a little bit of like a daredevil. She wants to grow up to be like a stunt person. So she is going to, for her talent, it's going to be an aggressive parkour tumbling routine.
Okay.
And what was the roll for this?
It's a roll under test.
All right.
So it's a physical test or a test of skill of some sort.
Sure. Okie doke. Here's my roll under. I fail.
You fail. Okay. She is booed off the stage.
Oh.
Nothing bad happens to her, though. Toby,
Yeah.
who are you pushing forward to show off their talent?
Raiden, do your Mortal Kombat thing. Get up there. Move your ass. Tennis balls. Lightning bolts. Go. and Raiden's gonna go up and do Raiden from Mortal Kombat. He's gonna do the moves and try and throw the lightning bolts, and we'll see how it goes.
It's
Really
a
under
roll
hope
under test.
that he can.
Great. That's a 9. That ties.
Ties. Okay. There's a golf clap round of applause.
Yay.
Okay. Okay.
Woo!
What is his value? A 9?
9. Yeah.
Okay. Roy, who do you put forward, and what do they do?
I'm putting forward Joseph.
Joseph. Okay.
Joseph will be a let's see. He'll do a juggling routine with a bunch of crucifixes.
Okay.
It's sacrilegious.
Impressive
The
and
message
blasphemous.
No, because the message is we don't let Jesus down.
Oh.
Okay.
So roll under, you say?
It's a roll under test. Yep.
4 under 10.
Okay. You, in fact, don't let Jesus down. There's a nice little round of claps. And what was the value for that camper?
10.
10. Okay. Brad.
We're going to put Thad up there, and he is going to be doing some moves with his butterfly knives that he has with both hands, opening them and twirling them. And
Okay. It's a roll under test. The butterfly knives came from the baristas. They were items.
Oh,
Yeah.
that makes sense.
Yeah.
there we go. Rolled a 3,
Okay.
and he is an 11.
He's an 11. Okay, you get another round of claps. But everyone's kind of pulled at the end. The 3 that got around, they're brought up, and they go by the loudness of the clapping. And Toby, your camp wins.
It does?
Yeah. So it's the lowest value person that succeeds.
Woo!
You get the no prize because they felt sorrier for yours than the others.
What? Because we did a Raiden from Mortal Kombat routine?
Yeah, it's like, oh, he's such a nerd. This will be the only thing he learns in his life. Just give it to him.
They're all too tired and dehydrated to give him a wedgie.
Yeah, that's pretty much it. John, I am dealing you a card.
All right.
And tell me what that card is.
I believe it's a ace of clubs.
Wait, an ace? Oh, yeah, that's right. That's right, an ace. Okay. So an ace of clubs. You win a gaff pole. It's basically a long pole with a sharp bit on the end, which is perfect for the talent
Yeah.
that he showed. Yes.
Oh yeah.
He's given a
absolutely.
spear,
That- perfect
essentially.
sense.
So you were given a bonus to any type of roll at the lake with the gaff pole.
Nice.
So there we go. Which leads us to the end of the day as everyone goes back to their very hot tents. Most folks are just rolled up the edges to get some kind of airflow through, but unfortunately, this also means that some phone calls need to be made today. Brad, I think that Ralph had a couple of campers expire this morning.
I had one.
You had one. Yeah, you got to make that call.
Pious Peggy.
Yeah, roll a d6. Let's find out who the parent is.
Oh, Lord.
Roll a 1 again. Come on. Okay. All right, and roll me 2 more d6s. So a 6 and a 4. Let's see. Okay. Hello, this is Bobby Betty. Who are you?
I am Ralph Wayland of the summer camp. I'm calling to inform you that due to the incredible heat and
Get to the point. I'm a busy woman.
your daughter Peggy is no longer with us and firmly in the bosom of our Lord and Savior Jesus Christ.
So you lost her? Is that what you're telling me?
Yes.
Yes.
No. Okay.
Nice talk. Have a good rest of your
Hey, listen,
evening.
I did all the parenting I could. You know, it was left in God's hand. If God decided to take her, so be it. Samantha, you get the big room now.
Hooray for Samantha.
Upgrade.
Praise the Lord. Have a good
Pass
rest
the
of your
ammunition.
evening. Click. Holy shit, that went really well. Woo!
Richard, did you have anyone die on you this morning?
No.
No, you're fine. Okay, Roy, how about you? You had someone die on you this morning?
I most certainly did.
Yeah, roll me 3d6.
Oh boy. 11.
4. Okay, a 3, a 4. Okay. Listen, Bobby Betty, you just called here. Is there some confusion? Is my child not missing? I've already promised my other girl that room, so you better not be telling me that you found her or something.
No, see, the thing is, well, first of all, did you talk to a Bobby Betty, Ralph?
Yes. She
Okay.
took her
Well, my
room.
name is Roy, and I would just like to say congratulations. Your son Connor has also gone to join the Lord.
Congratulations.
Now, look here, you can't put that on me, okay? I brought them up proper like.
Well,
You've won the Publishers Clearinghouse sweepstakes. Woo! Sorry.
No. You done right sending him here, because now, thanks to his studious lessons in Bible study, he perished from dehydration and left to go join the Lord in heaven. So everything's great, and you did a bang-up job as a parent, I gotta say.
Will you make sure that any kind of report states that? I'm in no way to blame for this. Hey, Willie Joe, we can get to knock out that wall now and expand the bedroom.
Shit.
Open up the text engine.
Just remember, if any sort of potential lawsuit does come up, go ahead.
I am not to blame. Click.
Exactly. Like,
Toby, did you lose anybody today?
I didn't.
You didn't. Okay. Well, then you all get to go to the miserably hot tents to get a miserable night's sleep. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. And so ends day 4.
Yeah.
Oh wow. Yeah.
Okay. Well, it's a little cooler come morning, except the sun doesn't come out.
Oh, no.
You're looking at your watch. It's 6 a.m. No sign of the sun at all. You still see stars out there.
did I sleep all day? Is it 6 at night?
People are wandering
No.
out, wondering what's going on.
It's probably just ash cloud or maybe a volcano erupted.
That's got to be it.
Yeah.
Yep.
Those
What?
stars are dead giveaway. Ash cloud, yeah.
Thankfully, it's a cooler morning, though. Everybody that got sent to the ice house comes back. They don't want to leave. You have to pull one of your children out, Richard, because they just have like a death hold
Ah,
on the air
God
conditioner.
damn it, Wilma, get out here.
You reclaim your children, and you have breakfast with some good coffee. They must have found the barista stash of beans because it's better coffee than normal. Vanderzalm just left a note saying, "Gone to town."
Responsible.
I will write
Man,
next
get
to that,
down.
okay.
Okay.
So, what is morning study, Brad?
You know what? We're getting some more Jesus.
Okay, you're going to study.
Yes, sir.
All right, you're going to encourage critical thinking, or you're just going to study.
Oh no, we're studying.
Right. Pick one of your children and do a roll over test. This is the safe option, so if you fail it, nothing
Yeah.
happens.
I Gonna do Tammy again. And yeah. I'm rolling 2d6.
Yep. And
Rolled a 5. So
okay, is that over or under?
missed it.
Missed it.
It
Okay,
is-
nothing.
Yeah, it is
Yeah,
under.
Everybody's too worried about why the sun hasn't come out at 8 a.m. yet.
Makes perfect sense.
Roy, what are your children doing this morning for study?
Let's see. I'm going to ask Rodrigo. Rodrigo really seemed to like it in the hole the other day, so if he gets in trouble for this, I don't think he'll have much of a problem. But we're going to try to do a little breaking and entering to see if we can't find some water under the cover of darkness.
That sounds good. Go ahead. So he needs to make a roll under test to break and enter.
Oh boy.
Remember, rolling under is basically physical activities. Rolling over is test of spiritual fortitudes.
3 under 4. So he succeeded.
You find a cellar that you never knew about before. It's actually covered over by a bunch of crates. I'm going to throw you some cards. I'm going to actually say one of these cards right off the bat is you do find several 5-gallon things of water, which will allow you to have a bonus die on any physical type test, so any kind of roll under test. Other than that, I'm going to deal you 2 cards. All right. What'd you get there, Jake?
I got a 9 of clubs and a 7 of diamonds.
You find a paddle. Gives you a bonus while you're in the lake. And what was the other one? That was the 9 of clubs. What was the other one?
7 of diamonds.
7 of diamonds. You find a Swiss Army knife. It just gives you a straight out bonus to any roll. Because, Swiss Army knives are good for every occasion.
Mm-hmm.
True.
And you don't get caught.
Nice.
Richard,
Yes.
what are your children doing for Bible study this morning?
We're gonna actually do Bible study legit, not some subversive or anything, because I'm a little worried about the sun not being there. So it's gonna be Bible study with a focus on where did the sun go?
Ooh, so we are going to encourage critical thinking. What could possibly cause the sun to, I mean, you don't have to choose that. It just kind of sounded like what you were trying for.
We'll go for that. Yeah.
You want to go for that? Okay.
Yeah.
Pick one of your campers. Do a rollover test.
Because Wilma gets a bonus to roll over. And also she's the one who got in trouble for critical thinking last time.
Mm-hmm.
That is going to be an 8, which is over.
It is over. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Well, your choice. You can change her suit or you can get a revelation.
Let's go revelation.
All right. Revelation. Gonna deal you one here, Chuck. All right. Tell me what that card is.
That is the Jack of Spades.
Oh, she is a natural leader as she finds exactly the part in the ending of Days in Revelations where the day is smothered like a sackcloth in all his night. So all of your entire cabin, as long as she is alive, gets bonuses to all rollover tests.
Oh,
Nice.
As long as she is alive, she is a natural leader.
that's awesome.
That is cool.
Okay. And see, Toby, do you still need to do your study this morning?
I do.
Yeah. So what happens during study this morning for your campers?
I don't know. Toby's gonna fuck off and get drunk.
All right. So they're studying the Bible, and you go. Are you going to go and skip over to the sex addict camp?
Yes.
Okay. They're all dead.
Oh, damn.
The ones that look like they lived the longest were having their way with other corpses, and apparently that act killed them as well. They're all dead. On the plus side, they left all their alcohol.
They did. I'll also grab snacks.
Nice.
I bet there's snacks.
Yeah. Choose a camper.
Choose a camper. Let's go with Payton.
Okay. Roll me a d6. Do actually. Hold on a second.
It's all edible underpants.
Mhm.
They're snacks.
Yeah.
It's
Roll a
food.
d6. Roll a d6.
And it won't wilt. I got 5.
Get a 5. Okay. Go ahead and do me a roll over test for them.
Roll over.
Mhm.
You said okay.
Yeah.
Again, 8, which is not enough.
Okay, nothing bad happens.
Okay.
It seems like your other campers are a little mad at them, but nothing really bad happens while you're gone. And you come back with this all these little travel size liquor
Oh, yeah.
bottles that you.
I pass those out to the campers.
Okay, there you go.
Mm.
They need it for hydration purposes.
They
Yeah.
do. They do. Yeah. Alcohol, very hydrating.
Okay, which brings us to lunch. Toby, you can share a little bit of information with folks if you want to over lunch. Lunch today is, getting a little low on supplies, so it's Spam sandwiches today.
I found
Cooked
some-
over the
Okay.
campfire.
Oh,
Ooh, there you go.
campers over there they're dead. And here's a little bottle for you, and a little bottle for you, and a little
Oh,
bottle for you.
hey,
And
Nice.
Toby is staying drunk now. he's just drunk.
You gotta do what you
Oh.
gotta do.
Like,
Yeah, they're all. I was hoping to go over there, and, but they're all dead.
yeah, and I studied the Bible all day, and Jesus really did love that walking. Turns out.
Oh, I'm gonna burst into flames. Mine didn't burst into flames, and they did that.
No, if we burst into flames, that won't be. I'll make the phone call myself.
Okay.
can I get that in writing?
No.
Oh, fair enough.
All right. What's your afternoon activity today, Toby? After you guys have all had lunch today?
Oh, we won this gaff pole at the talent show, so we're gonna go fishing.
I'm gonna go do some fishing at the lake. Okay. Pick one of your characters. Do a D6, please.
All right. Raiden. Raiden won it, so it's got to be Raiden.
Mm.
Okay.
Got 4.
Okay. Raiden catches some fish. They all have more eyes than they should, and most of them have tentacles. But food's food.
Yeah. It worked on Simpsons.
Yeah.
Cthulhu Fatagan. Sorry.
Yeah, it's a good day for it. Roy, what did your campers do today for their constitutional?
Hiking went really well last time. We really placed our faith in hiking, so we're gonna go hiking again.
Okay.
This time, Jesus.
Pick a camp. Roll a D6.
Grant did a great job leading us in walking the other day, so he can do it again today. 1.
Roll a D6.
Oh boy. 2.
All right. Choose your lowest value camper and do a roll under test.
Oh boy. Uh, 9 is decidedly more than 4.
Okay. Do you have any items that might help in a physical test?
Oh, I do actually. I've got some water this time.
Okay, roll another D6 and you can swap out your high 6 for it.
Like hell, I can.
Bears. You know
Jeez.
what the amazing thing about bears is when you have a group of people? You don't have to run fast. You just have to run faster than that person.
It's true.
Who was
Wildly accurate.
tripped by one of your other campers and is mauled to death by the bear.
Dang.
What was their suit?
Spades.
Spades. Yeah, that doesn't help. They're mauled to death by a bear. Yeah. One of your other camper literally pushes them into the bear so that the rest of them can run away. Ralph.
I
We were
bet it
blessed
was
for
that
most of us
Anthony-
surviving.
Yes. Ralph, what do your campers do today? Exercise.
Yeah, we too are going to go hiking.
We're also going hiking. Pick one of your campers. Roll a D6.
Gonna go with O'Caden. And we're going to roll a d6. That is a 4.
Roll another d6.
That is a 1. Bye,
Okay.
Okaden.
On your hike, you stumble upon a badly decomposing cabin, and suspecting that it's probably empty, given that the roof isn't right and there's no door on it. Your campers walk in, disturbing a wild drunken man who curses your cabin to death and runs you all out of there with lots of expletives. As your cabin is running away, they're asking you, Ralph, as leader, what does that word mean?
It's a term of a joyful expression.
Okay.
Holy buck! Ah.
But I thought rectum meant you're behind. So when someone said, okay, I'll distrust you on that one.
Oh, wrecked him. Damn near killed him.
Yeah. Nothing happens. He's getting downright biblical with his cursing of your cabin, though.
Oh, good. Okay.
Richard,
Excellent.
what
That's
is your
me.
camper doing today?
We are also going for a hike. Just mainly, I'm hoping that terrible things won't find us in the woods. Yeah.
Okay. Pick a camper, roll a d6.
Yeah. Well, we're gonna go with Raiden because she had a nice break in the cooling center.
Well,
2.
okay, roll a d6.
An additional D6.
Yes.
6.
Okay. She trips and falls into a bush, which seems fine at first until she breaks out into a horrible rash with boils. She's taken an injury. So as long as she's not at a 2, she's fine.
not.
Okay. You just drop it by 1. All right.
Okay.
Does anyone else did we do Toby?
Yeah, I went
Yeah,
fishing.
we did Toby. Yeah, we did everybody. So you guys make it back to camp. Yeah. Some children are missing, or a child is missing.
Things happen.
I found fresh food. Just
Yeah.
slap down the still wiggling fish with the tentacles.
Okay.
I'm glad you presented the fish because I thought you had brought us a camper.
No, not yet.
I'll just stick with my spam.
Yeah, it's
We're gonna
actually peanut butter and marshmallow cream sandwiches for dinner.
Oh, hell
I'll
yeah.
eat that. Yeah.
With chocolate bars because they were
Summer camp
melting.
rules.
So discussing over dinner, what do you want to be the evening activity tonight? Zenderbaum didn't leave anything behind to tell you what to do. So capture the flag, tug of war, another talent show, hide and seek.
Hide and seek.
Hide and seek.
It's dark out.
Yeah.
That sounds like an incredibly bad idea.
That's why
We'll
we should
get-
do it.
Some flashlights and it'll be like flashlight tag.
All right. Okay.
All right. You guys are going to play some hide and seek then. All right. So this,
Yeah.
the rules have you basically playing a little game of 3-card Monty, but I'm just going to do it by a die roll. So let's just have a dice off. Let's have each of you guys roll me a D20. Highest roll is winning. Ties are fine. Highest ties are fine too.
Open it up with a 15.
I got 5.
Your camp's drunk.
I don't care.
I got a 4.
We got confused and started playing Marco Polo.
Okay.
Okay.
How it goes.
Looks like Richard Richardson's camp wins this
Yeah.
one then. So your prize, the prizes are getting a little, they're
Who's
they're
giving
getting
out the
bottom of the
prizes?
barrel. It's one of the camp helpers, and they're like, as they're going through one of the storage buildings that no one has pilfered from yet.
Hmm.
Like,
Here's a Kit Kat bar.
here's something. Here.
Here's a Band-Aid.
What did they hand the winner of?
They hand over a pair of like socks. Like
No. I mean, I just gave you a card. What was the
Oh
card?
shit, my bad.
Watch
Like
it be
you
a
said,
pair of
make
socks.
something up. I was like,
No,
someone
no.
was huffing spray paint. 8 of diamonds.
8 of diamonds. It's a friendship bracelet. It's got a little bit of blood on it. It must have come from another camper that might have expired.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Recycle, reuse.
It's a bonus for any roll.
Single
One
can
time
of
use.
Jolt.
One time use. Bonus for any roll.
Okay.
I'll be right back.
Okay. Well, you don't need to make a phone call, so you're fine.
I don't.
Ralph, however, needs to make a phone call.
Roy does.
What?
Oh, Roy does. Sorry.
Yeah, Roy does.
Roy is the
I'm
one
like-
who has been eaten by bear. Yes. Yeah.
I shall make that phone call.
Okay, roll me 3d6. This is Willie Joe. Is this that damn camp again? What do you want?
Yeah. Turns out Rodrigo has also gone to found Jesus. So I gotta say, your family is particularly blessed.
Dear God, why? Why are you putting this on my family? He breaks out into a tirade, raging against God, Jesus, and Buddha for some reason, as you gently lower the phone on the receiver.
Yeah. And as I lower that phone, I say, by the way, my name's Ralph.
Son of a.
That's how you do it. That is how you do it.
I'm the only one who tries to do it nicely, and everybody else is just.
Yeah,
jamming
so
me.
that was that tonight. A night that never ended as the sun never came up.
Fine.
Cabins are tired. You're very tired. Toby, your campers are drunk and dehydrated because when you drink a lot
Yeah.
in the heat, you tend to sweat a lot.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, but they would like some more Jesus juice, please, before bed.
Absolutely, kids.
Yeah. The next morning again fails to come, and Ralph, who is your highest value camper?
I have 3. We are going to go with. We'll go with Mary this time.
Okay, so they all have the same value.
Yes, sir.
Okay,
I'll have-
Mary had suffered some unfortunate accident in the night where her head somehow ended up in her rectum, much like the drunkard in the cabin cursed upon your house. Twisted into a pretzel. Head
Talk
and
about
rectum.
holy fuck, am I right?
Yeah.
Wow. Okay.
Your cabin is a little freaked out at this. Just a little.
Understandable.
Understandable.
Mostly
yeah.
they're saying, we didn't know she was that flexible.
It's a little victories.
Yeah.
She would have won the talent show.
I
Should have led with her.
Yeah.
Dang. This morning, though, instead of you having your normal chat, which has not really happened the last few days with Sandoval, something a little different is going on. He arrives in yet another car. This time it's one of those it's one of those cars that have like the no back, so they look kind of like a truck, but they're cars. And there are 3 folks in the back dressed in the same kind of black robes as Vanderzalm is. And he comes out with a bullhorn. And as you guys are coming out, you're supposed to have your little talk with him before breakfast. He announces that he is sick of your shit. And he has hired 3 new counselors. And these 3 frog-faced creatures come off the back of his truck. They start handing out pamphlets to all your kids. All right, so every one of your kids must make a roll over test or be converted.
Ooh.
Okay.
Oh, sorry. Wait, each diamond camper. Only diamond camper.
Only diamond?
Oh no.
I'm great. We're all
Wilma.
spades over here.
Hopefully Wilma gets a bonus to roll over.
Roll over. Oh Lord.
Oh, we have to meet.
Meet, yeah, meet or over or meet or under, whichever it's called for. In this case, over.
Yeah. Okay. I think I can probably say goodbye to Tammy. A roll over.
It's a miracle.
Hell yeah!
He
Ha
still believes in Jesus.
Suck on that, Cthulhu.
All right,
Using
so
my
Brad,
Swiss Army
no
knife,
no
so my guy's
converts
good.
in your camp.
No, sir.
Okay, how about you, Richard? Any converts in your camp?
Nope.
All right, Roy, any converts from your camp?
Thanks to the Swiss Army knife that I got, no.
Okay. Toby, any converts from your camp? No one takes the good word of Cthulhu. And the camp counselors just continue to scowl at you and start leaving pamphlets all over the place. Morning activities are a little strained, as I'm going to say Ralph, Richard, and Toby, the new counselors, are assigned to shadow you for the day, and they do that by looming over you, casting a shadow upon you. Ralph, what are your kids doing for Bible study today?
That's you, Brian.
Oh God, I'm sorry. Yeah, we're getting some more Jesus. We're reading the Bible.
Okay, pick a kid. Do a rollover.
Gonna have to go with. Oh Jesus, wept. Okaden. Did not make it.
It's fine. Yeah, you're not learning anything. It's probably because this frog-like creature occasionally rivets from out underneath the hood that he's wearing. It's still like 103 degrees, by the way. So everyone's just kind of scared at this looming figure behind you. So there are no revelations for you today. Richard.
Yeah. Critical thinking.
Critical thinking. All right. Pick a child.
Wilma.
Okay.
She's my MVP. That's a rollover.
Come on,
It's a
Wilma.
rollover.
Come on, you can do it, Wilma.
Come on. That is over.
Okay. Revelation or change her suit?
Revelation.
Okay. And tell me what that card is, Chuck.
Ooh, Black Joker.
Black Joker.
No, I'm sorry,
Okay.
Red Joker.
Red Joker. All right. That's a pass. You can use that to pass anything you want to pass once.
Okay.
Yeah.
Nice.
She finds something very inspiring, and she can use it for anyone in your camp, but useful once.
Kick ass.
Okay. There we go. Roy? You don't have a lurking horror over your shoulder today.
Oh boy. I think we're just gonna hang out.
Just hang out. Okay. Pick one of your campers and just do a rollover.
I'll chill out with Grant. He's my lucky guy.
Come on, Grant.
10
Got
over
it,
8.
Grant.
All right.
Nice.
Do you want to change Grant's suit or do you want it a revelation?
I'll get a revelation.
Okay. And what is that revelation?
King of Diamonds.
Ooh. Yeah, gain a bonus to any rollover attempt for that character. They have found their steady port in a storm. They are very sure of their abilities.
Nice.
Yeah, they know they're going to make it. The rest of you are fucked.
You know what, Grant? Fair.
A lot to be said about competence.
Toby, you have one of these frog-like beings lurking behind you as you're doing your mornings. But that's probably the alcohol talking.
Yeah. And you know what? I need a piss. My
Uh,
boys, they all need a piss. So we're gonna prank one of the other counselors, and we're gonna use their cabin as a latrine, and take Frog Boy
perfect.
with us because he should also know where the bathroom is.
Okay, pick 3 of your campers. Have each of
How
them
many?
do a roll under test. If at least 2 of them succeed, good stuff happens.
So 3 of them.
Yes.
We'll go with Okaden, Payden, and Raiden.
Okay.
Payden or Raiden rolls under.
This is a
Okaden
roll
rolls
over.
under.
Yep.
What's it? Is
It's
it
a
roll
roll
over?
Yeah.
Oh, that's 2 fails.
Oh, wait. I'm sorry. No, you're right. Roll unders. So that's 2 successes already. Okay.
Okay.
And then pick one of them, or actually each of them. Do a roll over test for the 2 that succeeded.
Okay. Nope for Raiden and nope for Okaden.
Okay. So the first one was just to see if you succeeded. They did.
Mhm.
2 of the 3 made it. The next one, the roll over, is to see if they got a revelation while they were doing their prank. They did not. However, who did you target?
Roy.
Roy, you have a penalty on your very next roll.
Well, joke's on him. I found water the other day.
The frog creature is amending his pamphlets to add. Apparently, he's very much in favor of what you're doing, and he's like, "Oh, he's taking notes."
John.
What?
Peeing on the house of the Lord. Why didn't I think of that?
Okay, lunch happens. It's a plate of, it's country steak and gravy, mashed potatoes. I mean, this is all rehydrated food, but it's not bad. The new frog counselors all have plates of dead flies and maggots.
Like you do.
Mm-hmm.
No, I'm just not
The
sure
one
about
that's
these
assigned to
two
you,
guys.
Toby, is being really chummy. He's asking you questions about taking notes.
I give him some alcohol too.
Oh
That's good
yeah,
for frog
yeah,
people.
He trades you. He trades you. He gives you a bottle called Old Scratch.
Oh.
I'll try that.
Okay, it's really potent. All right. So afternoon activity. Let's start with you, Toby. What are you taking your campers out to do today?
You know what? Let's go out to the woods again. That was fun.
Going to the woods. Okay.
Yeah.
Going to the woods. Pick a camper. Roll a d6.
All right. You know what? We'll pick Hayden. Good old Hayden. Poisoned and suffered heat stroke. Roll the 6.
Yeah, it's an amazingly quiet day in the woods. You see some bears, and they're hiding behind the trees.
That's right. You know where you need to be.
Roy,
Yeah, wait.
what are you taking your campers out to do today?
I'm going to try to... I suppose I'll try and solve a mystery.
Going to solve a mystery. I mean, there is something going on for sure.
Yeah.
Why don't you... Let's see here. Pick one of your campers. Roll a d6.
Alrighty. Grant's my champion, so I'm going to go with him. One.
Okay. Remember the bear that was wearing the face of another camper early on? Congratulations! You find the Skin Slicer's cabin while he's still inside.
Oh.
Yeah, so have all of your campers roll under or perish.
Oh boy.
Remember, gear and any of the revelations you might have that could help.
Well, sorry, Anthony, but you're getting the penalty for this one.
Oof.
Did you say it was roll over?
Roll under.
Roll under. Okay,
Yeah,
so that's
it's a physical test. They're trying to run away.
okay. So this would be 7 over or 7 under 10.
They're fine. They run like lightning.
All right. Joseph, all right. 4 under 10.
Wow.
Grant Sullivan. 5 under 8.
Okay.
And finally, Drake. He gets a bonus. 11.
You get a bonus, so you're taking the 2 lowest, so a 6 under.
Oh, 6. Got it.
6 under what?
6 under 8.
Oh, everybody's good. Okay, so imagine this as a Scooby-Doo cartoon, and this is towards the end where they're doing this elaborate trap to catch the villains. What does that look like for your campers? Having you're going to end up catching the skin slicer. What does this look like as the carnival music is playing on the background as you're going in and out through the woods?
Yeah, like basically we go to run behind a tree, but then the skin slicer's there, so then we run out from behind the tree. We run out, we run back into the skin slicer's den, but then, oh, he's there too. So now we have to run back out again. I run out from behind a tree. They run out from behind a den. We meet in the middle. We all go zoinks and then try to run back to the cabins.
And all this ends in you having a very exhausted skin slicer who can't keep up with the children's activities while Roy is probably just sitting back and watching as the skin slicer falls over from exhaustion. He's tied up like a suckling pig, and you carry him back on a pole to the camp. You have caught the skin slicer.
Nice.
All right, let's see who this so-called bear really is. It's a guy. All right.
No, you rip off his face, and it's a bear.
Huh.
Oh shit!
Richard, you gotta see
Right
this.
along.
Old
All
man Ursa.
Exactly.
Shit.
And
Ralph, what are your kids doing for their afternoon adventure?
We are going fishing.
You're going fishing. Pick one of your campers. Roll a d6.
It's gonna be Thad.
Oh, also, Jake, I am dealing you a card. This is a bit of equipment you found in the cabin for solving the mystery.
Nice.
2 of diamonds.
What is it again? Sorry.
2 of diamonds.
2 of diamonds. You find an axe.
Oh, hell yeah.
It's a bonus when using in the woods. And I would also give it a bonus for doing other things. If that is what it
Yes.
comes to. Ralph, what did your kid roll that you've chosen?
Rolled a 3.
Okay, roll me another d6. And what are you doing by the lake today? Are you taking a little dip in the blood-filled lakes?
Oh,
There's still
God,
no
no.
sun out, by the way.
We are fishing because I'm kind of thinking, food and supplies are running a little low. And another D6, you said.
Yes.
Another 3.
Okay. You're fishing. A tentacle comes out and kind of lazily again, probably because of the heat, but it does casually just basically flip one of your campers, the camper you chose to make the roll, into the water. Make me a roll under test or perish from drowning. If you've got any gear that helps.
Yes, I have a life jacket.
Perfect. So you can roll a bonus, check the 2 lowest dice, and then get rid of your life jacket.
So
For
a
5.
5.
Is that still under?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Saved by the life jacket, which is disintegrated afterwards because it's not waterproof.
Of course. Why would it be? That's ridiculous.
Yeah. Richard, what are your campers doing?
That's because I was thinking about going to the lake, but I think we need a little more personal space today. Why don't we go for a prank?
You
Or
don't
am I in the
crank
wrong
evening.
phase?
Yeah, you.
Okay, I'm on the wrong phase.
Yeah,
Okay.
this is the get out in the air and do
Yeah,
things physical.
we're gonna go for a hike in the woods.
Gonna go for a hike in the woods, travel. Okay, pick one of your campers, roll a d6,
Wilma,
Come on, Wilma.
3,
and roll another d6.
6.
Okay, is Wilma the one that fell in the bush the last time?
No, that was Raiden.
Okay, well, Wilma falls into the same bush.
Fucking Christ, such a dangerous bush.
Also stricken with boils and takes an injury.
Okay. She is now at 4.
Okay. And I believe that's everybody. Wait, Toby, did you do something today, Toby?
Yeah.
Yeah, you did.
We found scared bears.
So you guys meet up for lunch, and you were told unceremoniously that the activity for this evening has been preordained. We're having a holy war.
Oh,
Holy war.
that sounds fun.
The 3 substitute counselors in the dark cloaks and frog-like faces wasn't able to win over any of your kids, but instead they won over the entire staff of the campgrounds, as well as the moldering corpses of the other camp of sex addicts who are apparently zombies now. And they tried to reanimate the baristas, but even they didn't want the baristas.
That's fair. That's fair.
Hey guys,
Yeah.
I think there's some weird shit going on.
You think?
I don't know.
You drunk bastard.
I found a serial killer who was really a bear.
Oh,
That's just life.
Okay, so this is basically using the tug of war rules. So we're just going to do a dice off instead, but it's you against me. I've got 3 counselors and various camp folks here. So here's how we're going to do this. We'll start. Well, why don't all 4 of you roll me d20s, and I will roll a
17.
single d20. I rolled an 11. Did any of you roll better than 11?
Yes.
How many of you? 1?
Where's my? I got a 17.
19.
Ralph got a 19.
Okay. You murder the other 3 camp counselors during the Holy War as they rouse up the camp's minions and the undead from the other camp to go against you, trying to convert your children, trying to have them rise up against the rightful Lord. Your children are having none of this. They grab axes, they grab poles, somebody finds a shotgun, and you murder the other side.
Okay. Like
Okay, go
murder.
kids.
I gotta
Good
say,
job.
they're really crushing it.
they are. It's great. Good job.
Okay. Did anyone
Yeah.
roll less than my 11?
Yes.
I did. Yes.
All right. Lose a kid.
Fair enough.
Oh, no.
Choose a kid that
I was
was
going to roll a
killed in the
d4.
Holy War.
Oh, poor Hayden.
Anthony is dead.
Okay. Xandrovom is nowhere to be found. You've killed the alternate religious idea counselors. Your children have the bloodlust about them. Toby's are also drunk and bloodlusted.
Yeah.
They dine upon the flesh of their enemies.
Sorry,
And,
Bill. That's the way I had to end.
This-
It's why I named the guy the frog guy. His name is Bill.
Oh yeah. Actually, Bill came in on your side at the end, but he was still stabbed to death by one of your kids.
Nice.
Overzealous.
Can't trust traitors, man.
But still legally obligated to make phone calls for the dead.
Yeah.
Richard, fist bump.
Fist bump.
Hey, Brad, did you lose any kids today? Actually, you lost one at the very start of the day.
Yes, I did. Mary had her head up her own ass. Yep.
Yes, she did. Let's have you explain that to her parents. Roll 3d6s for me.
Oh boy. How about a 9? A 1,
1,
a 5, and
oh
a
my
3.
gosh. You guys keep. Oh my gosh. Well, you know who it is. That's what you keep rolling that 1. Oh man. Okay, hold on.
This is a very Christian family as far as
Yeah, apparently
number
so.
of children goes.
Wow.
Oh no, this is the first guy that's gonna sue us, right?
Yeah, this is the guy.
One?
Yeah, he's had like 5 of his kids killed.
Yeah.
You know, shit happens.
Yeah, it does. It does. I mean, why do you send all your kids to the same camp? I mean,
Mhm.
that can't be good.
Diversify.
It's Willie Joe. Let's see. 5 is and 3. Look, I ain't got time for this. Which one of my kids died now?
That would be Mary.
Mary. Kind of like Mary. You know what? I'm not even going to sue you anymore. I'm coming out there and I'm just going to kill you. Is this Toby?
Yes. Yes, it is.
I'm coming for you, Toby.
You're
mine, Toby.
You bring it, old man. You bring it.
Okay.
Toby's not afraid of you.
Richard, did you lose any kids today?
No.
Okay. Roy?
Yeah, kind of martyred in a holy war. So
How many? How many did you lose? Just one?
just the one.
Okay. Only 3d6. Okay.
6, 1, 1.
Yeah. Hello, you've reached Karen. How can I take care of you this evening?
Well, Karen, my name is.
Please enter your credit card information first, dear.
Oh no.
Oh shit. Toby, do you have your billfold on you?
Yeah. Yeah.
Great. I should take a quick look at that. Yeah.
Hey, you want to look at that ID for that murder dude, or what? I don't know.
Exactly.
We found a bloody
Yeah.
ID.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, the number is.
Well, it looks like your credit card is passed, dear. What are you in for tonight? Would you just like some light spanking, or should we go into something a little more strenuous?
Whew. Well, okay. I'll jump straight to the strenuous part and say I'm very sorry, but your child Anthony has been martyred in what appears to have been a holy war with cultists from another dimension.
Oh, you're into role play, I see. Okay. Oh, dear Lord, my child has died. Whoever will comfort me in this time of need?
Well, I would highly recommend the name on the person to whom this credit card number is attached. Click.
It's my mom's.
Toby, did any of
For
your
business expenses
campers
only.
expired today?
What's that?
Did you have any children?
I
expired?
did. I did.
Okay, you roll me 3.
You need me to roll? All
Do.
right, here we go. 3,
Okay,
6.
it's a different person. Okay. And is it Chuck D? I'm having a really bad time right now. Who is this?
This is Richard.
Richard.
Hey, that's me.
Yeah. Are you that counselor I called on the hotline? Look, Richard, I've got the revolver in my hand and I've got a 3-liter right now of vodka. When I hit the bottom of this bottle, I'm going to eat this bullet.
Oh, you should bring that bottle here and the gun.
Okay.
We're at the camp, and
that's where I sent my little kid.
Yeah,
How
well,
they doing?
Yeah, he misses you real bad, and there's a way you can meet him.
Oh, hey, you're real good at this, buddy. These reach out hotlines, great. Yeah, you're right. I should live for my kid. Look, I've already drank half this bottle, but I'm going to get in my car anyway.
Okay, you drink the rest of that bottle and get in your car. Come on down.
The best kind of counselors.
The best. All right. So, well, day 7, you had a holy war last night. Mr. Zanderbaum went missing during all of that. Let's see. Day 7. Okay. Overnight, there's a shaking and a quaking. The sun still hasn't been out for the last few days. Your alarms say 6 o'clock in the morning, and you've seen the mountains and the woodlands have been leveled to the ground. The shores of blood in the lakes have all sunk down so that you're kind of like on a promontory. Everything around you just laid waste, just a barren, the forest to burn to the ground to a cinder. You're like you're on this little atoll of the only thing around that looks like it's got any life at all. You got to lead your campers out of this fractured hellscape. This is
Oh.
a hike.
Oh boy.
Hey, real quick, I'm gonna these are my boys now, so I issue them socks and
Okay.
teach them how to properly huff the socks, and we're gonna wear those into the wasteland.
Oh.
Okay.
Smart.
Yeah.
You okay there, Ralph?
It's each cabin for themselves. We're gonna do this in 3 rounds to see how it goes. We'll start with Toby, given his now also drunk camp. Some rather fatherly advice how to get through the wilderness. All right, so we're going to make 3 checks on the hike table
Okay.
to lead your campers to safety. So here we go. So pick a camper.
Okay.
Roll a d6.
All right. We'll have Raiden go first. You got a 3.
Okay, roll a d6.
Got a 5.
Okay, make a roll under test for Raiden.
Okay. That is under.
You're fine. Almost twists and break his legs on you're going through like the dry lake bed, and it's not as firm as it looks, and he almost breaks his leg, but he gets through that just fine. You guys continue on. You made 1 safe travel check. The next one, pick another camper. Roll a d6.
All right. We'll do Jaden. And D6, you said? 5.
Okay. Same thing. Make a roll under test for them.
Under. Oh, that's going to be not great. But he pulls it off. 4 under a 5.
A previous living, now undead person that was chained to the bottom of what used to be the lake makes a grab for him with the little skeletal hands, but he's able to dart out just fine. You continue on. 1 last check. Choose a camper. Could be one you've chosen before, and roll a d6.
No, I'll choose a different one. We'll do Payton.
Okay.
A 5.
Okay. Have him do a roll under test.
He rolled 1 over.
Okay. He's injured.
Okay.
A fly the size of his head bites and stings him, and he swells up real bad. But if he's still above a 2,
He is.
then you make it out of the devastation, leading how many campers to safety?
4.
4 campers. Pretty good.
What?
Roy, how do your campers try to get out of here? You give them any fatherly advice? Do you give them any advice at all? Or is this every camper for themselves? How do you lead them out, Roy?
Well, before I go, I just want to say to Ralph, I've been saving this for a really bad day, and I think we've all had a really rough time recently with the, this. So I just wanted you to have this, and I'll hand him my last bottle of high karate.
Oh, wow.
Oh.
Tell you what, whatever camper you just handed that to will get an automatic success on their next roll.
Nice. Sea Lord?
Because
Aren't
with
I
high
such a
karate,
nice guy?
you can do anything.
Yeah.
You're the best, Roy.
I know. Tell Jesus if you die. So
I'll put in a good word for you and your campers.
darn
All right, Roy, you take your cabin through the blasted wildlands. Pick a camper, roll a d6.
Joseph. 3.
Roll under for Joseph, please.
Oh, good. 8 under 10.
Okay. For a moment there, he kind of freezes up and his outside skin starts to calcify like he's turning into a pillar of salt, but he cries out for Jesus right at the end. He's able to shake it off and continues on just fine.
All
He did the
right.
salt shaker.
Yeah.
Mm.
Choose another camper, roll a d6.
Drake. Oop. 6.
Okay. He receives an injury.
Well, okay.
Steps on something nasty and infects his foot. Is he still alive after dropping a point?
Yes, he is.
Okay. You can see the city just in the distance. All the lights are off. It seems oddly quiet, but you know safety can be found in the city. Only a D6 after picking a camper.
All right. Grant, you're my champion. I know you can do it. 3.
Okay, have them roll under.
Oh boy. 8 for 8.
Okay, right on.
Yep.
He spontaneously combusts, but remembers to stop, drop, and roll. He's able to put himself out before being consumed by the flames. And your cabin makes it out of the blasted lands into the city below. How many campers survive?
3.
Oh, okay. 3 campers survived. Richard,
Let's make.
You've got any last words for the kids before you try to make it out of this blasted hellscape?
Just remember, do what Wilma has, because obviously she's figured out how to survive this shit.
Yeah.
Just whatever Wilma says is what you do.
Mm-hmm. All right. Pick a camper. Roll a d6.
We're gonna start with Wilma. Roll a 6.
Okay. While Wilma is helping one of your other children who's lagging behind a little bit, they got bit by a snake. Wilma administers aid by sucking the venom out and bandaging up. However, does just suck in a little bit too much of that venom herself, and she's going to drop a point.
Okay.
She is injured. Is she still above a 2?
She is. She's actually, she's at a 3.
She's fine. You continue on out of these bad lands. Pick another camper. Roll a d6.
We're gonna go with Raiden. 4.
Okay. Do a roll under test.
Roll under 10.
Yep. Remember equipment or anything else you want to use as well.
Okay. We'll just do it as is. Okay. And you said a roll over or under test.
Roll
Okay.
under.
Raiden has an 8 and I rolled a 9.
Okay. The ground splits right before Raiden is able to pass safely through and falls into a crevice, badly skinning up their legs. It's an injury. Drop a point.
Okay.
Still alive?
Still alive.
All right. Choose one more camper. Make that last d6 roll.
We're gonna go with Christine. That's a 3.
Okay. Make a roll under test.
All right. I'm going to go ahead and just to make sure this goes through, I'm going to expend the friendship bracelet, which gains a bonus to any roll.
Mm-hmm.
So that's a 5.
Just fine. For a minute there, her bones turned to glass.
Oh god!
And in that instant, before she's going to move and take that one more step that will shatter all of her bones, she takes a big breath in and she puts her trust in Jesus.
Jesus,
just fine. You also
Nice.
your cabin makes it out of these bad lands with how many?
4.
4.
I started off rough,
Yeah.
but then things evened out.
Yeah.
Ralph.
Yes,
The other
sir.
counselors have taken off to the different cardinal directions, and you're left on your own. You want to give any inspiring advice to your campers before leaving off?
Kids, we'll stick together. That's how we'll survive.
Okay.
And we can kill the opposition.
They still have the bloodthirst about them. They're like, ah! Okay. Pick a camper. Roll a d6.
Gonna start with Tammy. D6. It's a 6.
Tammy trips, falls, and busts out most of her front teeth, but otherwise is okay unless she's already at her 2. She takes an injury.
Okay. Nope. She is now at an 8.
Okay. Picking her up and moving along. Pick another camper. Roll a d6.
All right. Thad is up. Thad gets a 4.
All right, do a roll under test for Thad.
We are going to. He's got some of the devil's lettuce for a bonus to roll outdoors.
Sounds good. 3d6. Take the two lowest.
Yes, sir.
6.
Two lowest. 5 and a 1, so 6.
Okay. What is his number?
His number is 11.
Oh, he is more than fine. He's high as a kite, but he's fine. All right. You see the city's down below. You don't hear sound. There's no lights glowing. There's still no sun in the sky, but you know safety can be found.
I still got O'Caden.
Roll a d6 for your last camper.
All right. Here we go. Roll the 6.
Okay. We're gonna make it. We're gonna make it. We're gonna make it. And he stumbles and falls, and he falls on an axe that he had grabbed during the Holy War, and receives an injury as he falls right on that axe head.
Did the bottle of high karate that he was holding on to, did that
Automatically passes. This wasn't actually a roll, but of course, the axe shatters the bottle of high karate instead of puncturing his lungs. Now he just smells of the heavens itself.
And Ralph goes, no!
Pungently.
No, O'Caden has now become my favorite.
Yeah. And how many of your campers make it out?
3.
3. Okay. Okay. So you make it back to civilization that is very much changed as the end times have come, and you're now living in the post-rapture where all the good people have been taken up to heaven. That doesn't include any one of you.
That's fair.
That's fair.
Probably
Toby, describe to me what happens to your lowest value surviving camper as they grow up forever changed by their time at camp.
Jaden, he kind of grows and evolves, and he takes over. We start our own little kind of feral gang of drunkards, and we deal primarily. We run distilleries, and we do all right. We occasionally raid people,
Turns into a little crime boss, and yeah, sounds good. Roy, tell me what happens to your lowest value camper.
He has his twisted/broken leg replaced with a peg leg, and becomes a pirate of the wastelands.
Nice.
Land pirate, because all the seas have turned to blood.
Indeed.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Yeah.
I would be proud of him, but I'll probably go to hell for the influence I've had on him.
Nicely post-apocalyptic. Richard Richardson.
Yeah. It's going to be Wilma, because she knows what she's doing. And really, after finding herself and proving how good and well adapted she is to the wasteland, she becomes a mercenary for hire. Yeah, she's one of the most feared and dangerous people in the wasteland.
Somehow I see Wilma as finding an old nun's habit, and she wears that as her trademark.
Yes. Absolutely.
Nice. All right, Ralph, tell us all about.
Well, Tammy lost the love of her life, Peggy, in this whole debacle, and lost her teeth. She spends the rest of her life actually studying to become a frontier dentist, to try to help all the other poor sinners with rotting teeth, and makes a fortune.
Nice.
In bottle caps or whatever the new currency is.
I have
it's teeth. The new currency is teeth.
I have an addendum. The gang will they're known as the Sock Boys.
The Sock Boys. Yeah. There you go.
I'd like to think Wilma finds a nun's habit and a motorcycle and calls herself the Holy Roller.
There you go.
Oh shit. Yeah.
There it is. Campaign,
Nice.
a Mad Lib sort of fill in the blanks role playing adventure of
That's
the
fun.
apocalypse happening in a small camp near you.
That's good.
Yeah.
It's super fun.
Yeah, good stuff. So if you want to check this out, it is on Drive-Thru RPG now. It is by let me go to my introduction here. Oh, come on, bookmarks. Work for me. Austin Holm, Holm, a Rules Light tabletop role-playing game about surviving Bible camp during the end times by Pocket Quest Games, findable on Drive-Thru RPG. So there we go, guys. That was fun.
Yeah.
Good.
That was incredibly messed up and very fun.
I just love how your true characters shine in all these role-playing endeavors.
Yeah.
Yeah.
As our children murder the Dunwich
Yes.
rejects.
We're good people, as Jeremy
I
would say.
converted
Good
mine.
people. You did. Yeah, you converted yours. All right. We'll call it there. Chuck, what do you got going on with the Defenders of Cobalt?
Yeah, so on Wednesday, we're up for some more Dungeon Crawl Classics. We're doing the Night Below campaign. And John and Bert are both in that. Friday, we'll be back doing some more Pathfinder 2nd Edition. And then I think this coming Saturday, we're scheduled for another Weird Frontier / Chained Coffin.
Which is happening on your channel.
My channel.
Now, not Goodman Games.
We've moved it off Goodman Games.
Before they moved us off it.
Listen, you got to get out while the getting's good.
Yeah.
We stole all their precious nothing and ran away.
Yeah.
Anyone else got anything? Brad, you got anything you want to plug?
No, sir.
John?
No, sir, I don't.
Yeah. Hey, we did a recording today. So on the Defenders of Cobalt YouTube channel, there's going to be some new episodes of our Pathfinder 2nd Edition as we're playing through the Outlaws of Alkenstar Adventure Path. So check that out.
Good stuff. Jake.
Steam, Steal, and Murder.
Yes, right there. Yeah. Actually, go to Blue Magic, BLUMAGIK.com. There you will find a lot of years worth of podcasts just as silly as this, along with all of our social links. That's the good stuff right there. Let's see. Also, Backer Kit. So there's a module there that I had a little hand in. What was it called again? Oh my goodness! I'm old, so my memory goes.
Road to Perdition?
No, that one's hard.
This is the one that got away, right?
Yeah, the one that got away. It is a 0-level DCC funnel about a bunch of drunken fishermen trying to do a contest about who can bring back the biggest fish. We play tested that. You can find that on my channels as well. It was a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Get out. Thanks for watching.
Yeah.
Goodbye, everybody.
Bye, everybody.
Bye.